not for you. Don't you dare to congregate, I'm right for you. Plastic faces everywhere, made just for you.
Again, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers collectors. My name is Frank and thank you for joining me here on the channel again for another video. Today on this cloudy Sunday, or if it's sunny wherever you are, enjoy it, but it's raining here in LA for me. Like I said, thank you for joining me again here on the channel, another video. This time for my theory video on why I think Richie Kirsch might have helped Amber Freeman during Tara Carpenter's opening attack in Scream 5 or Scream 2022, whatever you want to call it. I've been seeing like there's a few little things here and there that I theorize that could probably point to Richie might have helping her. Because it's always been weird to me because the opening attack, it really looks like there is two ghost faces. It really looks like there is two ghost faces because there's certain little key details that really point towards that, you know? And I was just thinking the other day, I was like, yeah, dude, like if you really watch the opening scene, it looks like there's more than one ghost face, honestly. And here's a few details I found. And I had to write them down because it's quite a few and I couldn't remember them, you know? I'm a stoner, so I forget a lot of things. But anyways, let's start. So for one, let me see, for one. Okay, here we go. Number one, how was Amber able to record the video of her combing her hair? Yeah, like how was Amber able to do that? How was Amber able to be on the while looking at herself on the mirror, combing her hair without, you know, and then she has someone recording the video of her combing her hair. It doesn't make sense because if it was just a tripod standing there recording her, the tripod would be still, you know, and you could see in the movie the camera is kind of moving around and stuff, and then they even flash the knife at the camera. So you really gotta wonder is how the fuck did Amber pull that off? That's like probably the main one for me, is that one. It's like how the hell did she pull off recording that video of her literally combing her hair, her face looking at the mirror, a video of her side profile, you know, from outside of the window. Who recorded that video? You know, it's like you really got to think about it. Who recorded that? Who was her partner in the movie? Spoiler alert, obviously, if you haven't seen the movie. Richie, you know? It had to have been Richie unless there was like a third ghost face that no one was aware of, you know? And they always throw those little kind of Easter eggs, what if, you know, what ifs in there in the Scream movies, like there could be a third killer or not, you know? There's always some little like detail in there pointing to like extra killers that we might not know about. But yeah, like that's the first one for me. That's why I made it for number one on my list. Is like, dude, who recorded that video? Who recorded that and sent it to obviously Amber sent it, but you know, like I said, Amber's in the video being recorded. Who recorded the video, you know? And another weird part is too is like, how did the killer know how many times they would have to record that video until Tara got a question wrong, you know? Like how did they pull that off, you know? How did they know to do all that, you know? That's so crazy. That is so crazy that you see it just leaves you wondering like, damn, dude, so was Richie helping or who was helping, you know? All right, my second one is Sam. We obviously know in the movie that Sam has mental issues and she sees hallucinations of Billy, right? So Sam has mental issues, has hallucinations. Richie could have pulled a fast one on her, you know? He could have gone to Woodsboro and came back to Modesto in time before she got suspicious. And Woodsboro and Modesto are not so close, but they're relatively close to each other. So I think Richie could have driven up to Woodsboro and then came back at a later time. And since Sam has mental issues and she takes, medication, he could have probably like hit her medication somewhere, and she kind of like got a sense of lost time, while he was gone, so she wouldn't really notice what's going on with him, and that gave Richie the opportunity to go and come back without being noticed, And like I said earlier, I used to live in Modesto for a little bit. It's a very small town, and there's just neighboring towns all over the place, just small towns, and what is it? Apparently Woodsboro is going up closer towards more like the San Francisco kind of area. So, I mean, that's not that far from Woodsboro, if Richie and Sam are living in Modesto. So I think Richie could have pulled some weird magic right there, some ghost face magic, and driven up there and came back in time. Like I said, could have probably hit Sam's medication, and she got a lost sense of time and doesn't know what's going on because she needs her meds, and he knew that, so he used it to his advantage. Let's see the next one. Was Richie the ghost face outside was Richie the ghost face outside while Amber was hiding inside waiting for her turn to attack Tara, So I honestly believe that Richie was probably the ghost face outside the door when Tara is about to run outside and go try to help Amber, when she loses, I guess, the stab trivia game and she's about to run outside. Remember? She opens the door, Ghost is right there, turns his head and slashes her. Yeah, I think that could have been Richie. Richie could have been the ghost face outside in case she ran outside, In case she ran outside, so he would have been the one to take her down in case she made a run for it out of the house. But since she decided to stay in the house locked away, then Amber, since she knows her more, she would know, she would know the codes to her house, her security codes and everything. So that would have been Amber, the one inside that attacks her after from behind, that comes out of the darkness, So I honestly really do believe that Richie was the ghost face outside and Amber was the one hiding inside, if you think about it like that. Another one that was interesting. Was Amber the one making the phone call since she knows Tara better? And yeah, obviously, like I said right now, she was the one messing with the security system. Obviously she knows Tara. They're like best friends or something. I think they were gonna be like a couple at one point in the original script. But yeah, like I said, yeah. So obviously, Amber's gonna know her security codes like earlier. She messed with them, and obviously she was gonna be the one making the phone calls from inside the house after Richie attacked her. No, not just after Richie attacked her, but during the beginning too. Obviously that's gonna be Amber because Amber knows Tara more, She knows Tara, she knows basically all her life story and all her problems. So obviously it's gonna be Amber making the phone calls because she knows her on a more personal level than Richie. Richie is just there to get a job done, to get Sam to go to Woodsboro, He doesn't know Tara like that. Also another thing that would be really, really convenient for them, for Tara and not Tara, Amber and Richie, would be that Tara and Amber live in very close proximity with each other. That explains why Tara was so quick, to try to go and help Amber run out of the house, because I mean, could you really do that if your friend lived 20 miles away? No, you can't just run out and run 20 miles. So that must mean that Amber's house must be within, within the same neighborhood, within the same blocks as hers, and she was gonna run over there, to go help Amber. It also makes Tara a more vulnerable target for Amber and Richie, because she also lives very close to her house. So if Richie did drive up to Woodsboro from Modesto for the opening attack, then it was very convenient for him, because what is it? Amber's parents are out of town. Amber has this big ass house to herself, Stu Macher's house. Their first target lives like maybe a house 3 or 4 houses down. That's so convenient. You know, Richie could have gotten there, chilled for a bit, you know, crashed at her house for a bit, did his thing with her, you know, since he was, I guess, dating her too. And they could have just dressed up and everything and gotten ready, got the knives, you know, like perfect, like the beginning thing. Richie, you know, it's so convenient for him, you know, that she lives so close to Tara that Richie could have been the one filming the other video, you know, while she's inside combing her hair right before the attack happened, you know. That could, you see what I mean? That could have been Richie right there recording the video of Amber combing her hair, right? Like probably like an hour or 30 minutes before the attack, you know, and then play it off as like, oh yeah, that I'm watching Amber, you know. So it's like, to me, honestly feel like there was two ghost faces in this opening attack scene. I really think there was, because there's a lot of evidence that suggests that there was, you know. And it's just awesome, because the Scream movies, you can make up a whole bunch of different more theories than any other, you know, any other horror movie like Michael or Jason and Freddy, because those are all one specific person, you know. They're one killer. Ghostface is many different. Ghostface is an identity used by killers that want to fly under the radar, you know. But yeah, like I said, honestly believe that Richie might have helped Amber in the opening attack scene. And it was a great opening scene. I really loved Scream 5. I fell in love with it first time I saw it. Opening scene was very reminiscent of the original movie. It was just great. It was great. And like I said, I believe there was two ghost faces in the opening attack for Scream 5. And thanks again, Hollywood Horror Film Club, for joining me here on the channel on another video. Today, this time for did Richie Kirsch help Amber Freeman attack Tara Carpenter in the opening of Scream 5? Like I always say, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Hit the bell notifications to be notified when I upload new videos. Comment below. Share these videos with anyone you know, so we can keep making more horror content here on the channel. And thanks a lot. Catch y'all next time.